Alright guys, welcome back to Guitarmonies Part 6. This one is awesome. This one's straight up rock and roll. We've got a chord progression that's we're in the key of G, and actually it's the continued track from Part 5. It was kind of leading into this big chorus, and now we're gonna shred a little bit. This is C, G, D, E minor. So we're going to start with the melody, the kind of the lower lead, and then the harmony will be the higher lead. So here we go. We're starting on G, 5th fret, D. Right there we've got the first finger there. We're going to play a hammer on. We're going to hammer onto the A, 7th fret, B, 9th fret with our pinky. So. And then with our first finger, we're going to go up to the C, right here on the 5th fret of the G string. So right off the bat, we've got 2, 3, 4. And then after there, we're going to pull back off to the G. So and go right up to the D, 7th fret, 3rd string. So first part sounds like this: 2, 3, 4. Cool. Next time, same thing, and instead of playing the D, we're going to play the F sharp, which is on the 4th fret of the D string. So we kind of go down, and we're kind of really just playing in the G major scale. And these notes just kind of give the chords a little bit of character too. So here's kind of the first two passes through. 2, 3, 4. And what I did there was pulled off from the 9th fret to the 5th fret on the D string, and then slid down into that F sharp, just like that. Now the second time does the same thing through the first pass, and then we do this really cool. It's just like a triplet legato kind of walk up all the way up. To our ending note is going to be this B on the 12th fret of the B string. So I'm going to kind of just map these notes out carefully and slowly for you guys. We're going to start on the F sharp, and really the first two strings are the same pattern. We're going to go 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7 on the D string and the G. So just like that. The next two strings are the same, but it's going to be 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, which is E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. So when you play it as a triplet, it sounds like this: 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And then when we get to there, we're going to slide all the way up to our D. So together it's like this. Now we descend D, C, B, or 10, 8, 7. Same thing on the B string. So as we're kind of descending through this, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, both the same frets on those two strings. So we're working our way up, we're getting there. So far we have now we're going to end it, we're going to round it out with kind of it's like a triplet on this end, but then the way the notes roll out, it's almost slurred. It almost seems like 16th notes or something. To be honest, I'm not really counting. I'm just playing what kind of feels right. So the last part kind of sounds like this, and it's just kind of like a trill. So in kind of like a slow-mo all the way up, here's that legato ascending part. 2, 3, 4. I know the timing really doesn't make sense when you're just hearing it like this, so it's better to hear it in the track. I'll kind of play the last phrase and then get into it. A little slower. That's it. So again, I'll play through the whole thing at a reasonable speed, but in enough context so it makes sense rhythmically. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Well, there you go. There you have it. That's the melody part, the lower lead. Now stick around for the harmony part that's going to be played on the Sweet Black Les Paul. See you guys. Okay guys, welcome back. This is the harmony part to the melody that we just played. And remember the lower lead was down here centered around the G. We're going to be playing this rhythmically note for note. And essentially we're playing the whole lead line 3 notes up in the scale. So we're going to be playing this across major and minor thirds over these notes. And here's a little helpful hint, a little breakdown of building harmony. If you want just like the quick and fast version, think of it like this. If you're playing a note, if you're playing a G down here, a note that's going to work really well is going to be the note that is 3 notes up in the scale. So if we're starting on a G, the A is going to be the second note, and then the B is going to be the third note in the scale. So G, A, B, G, A, B. G over the B sounds really nice. Conversely, you can go down and you can play a 6th over the G. In that case, it would be an E, and what we're doing there is we're going down 3 frets, or not 3 frets, 3 notes, and you have an E over G. So those are kind of your safe harmonies, the ones that you can kind of play around with and really get a good idea. But all you have to do is just find those notes 3 frets or 3 notes above your melody note. So here we go. We're going to jump in and we're going to play the matching harmony to this. We're going to start on a B, and that's up here on the 9th fret. This is where we're going to start. It's going to match the G as kind of our home base, our root note. So we're going to walk straight up the scale, B, C, D, which is going to be 9, 10, 12 on the D string. So and we're going to play like this legato style. We're going to hammer on both of these notes up to the E, which is our 9th fret, and then right back down to the D. So far those are straight up thirds. Those are major and minor thirds above the notes that we played on the melody. So here's that 2, 3, 4. And then instead of playing the F sharp, which is going to be the major third over the D, when we played that note that kind of jumped up, we're going to play a G. And we're going to keep it, this keeps it a little more vanilla, a little plain, but it's going to keep out some of that color, but it's going to keep it brighter and not so dark. If we play that F sharp over there, it might sound a little dark. So instead, we're going to go to the G and play that over our pinky finger. So here's what it sounds like: 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's move on. We're going to play that the same way. Now, when we played the second pass, we went to the F sharp on the melody part. Now, over the F sharp, we're going to play an A, which is going to be our 7th fret D string. So let's play our first 2 takes. We're going to start on the B, and we're going to go down to the A over the F sharp. So here's what it sounds like. First 2 takes, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to work our way up in this legato run. We're going to start on A. We're going to play A, B, C, which is 7, 9, 10, and then 7, 9, 11 on our G. So the first 2 strings and that's going to match over this. And now the next two strings, the B and the high E, they're the same. It's going to be a G, A, B, which is 8, 10, 12, and then C, D, E, 8, 10, 12 on the high E string. So all four strings together sound like this: 2, 3, 4. And that matches this. So if you remember, when we got to that part in the melody, we slid up to the D and then kind of worked our way back up and then back down. Well, since we omitted the F sharp and we opted for the G over the D on the earlier part, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to slide from here, the E, all the way up to the G on the 15th fret. It's just going to keep it consistent, and it's going to keep it still sounding kind of brighter and less dark. In context, we have this 2, 3, 4, up to the G, and now we kind of descend these, and that's just down from G, F sharp, E, 15, 14, 12, and then 15, 13, 12 on the B string, and then right back up those same notes. And remember, we weren't really counting this, we were just kind of playing what felt right. And because it's not straight triplets, that last part, it's a little faster, and it's kind of trilled a little bit. So, all right, so I'm going to play through the whole thing in context with a little bit slower timing. So 2, 3, 4. Again. Again, I think the best thing to do is just hear it in the track and then kind of work out some of those notes. Remember, the slide up from E to G, it's a little bit tricky, but you guys can take your time with that and figure it out. Hope you guys have a terrific day and have fun guitarmonizing. Bye.